Is art one-dimensional? Should we think of that question literally or figuratively? Take Matthew Schreiber's art, titled Bowie 128, a three-dimensional artwork created using holographs, but is the subject's inspiration itself a significant part of the art beyond its physical model? Art is an expression of culture, and David Bowie had a cultural impact that influenced some of society's biggest changes today. His openness in his bisexuality as a music and fashion star opened the door for many fans and listeners to be open and accepting of themselves and their sexuality. His bizarre and androgynous appearance influenced society's perception of a time where any sexuality other than heterosexual was met with persecution. His art, though not always accepted, did help transition to new eras, as his music helped a small part of society become more accepting of non-heterosexual people, like the more LGBT-friendly society we are currently trying to achieve. He influenced many others, such as Lady Gaga, Madonna, and Kanye West, so it's no surprise that Matthew himself was inspired by Bowie. Perhaps in an effort to continue Bowie's cultural impact, whether it be his views, fashion, or artistic style, Matthew did not let his death be the end of his legacy. Almost as if reaching for him, as if passing on the mantle to inspire a generation of new artists, as Matthew reaches for Bowie. While the artwork's name itself immortalizes Bowie's legacy by reminding viewers of his impact, the subject of the artwork itself isn't the only culturally significant part of this art. The art medium itself is an ode to the art world's merger with technology. Holographic art is not new to the art world, however. Interest in it was never great. The C project is a way to reimagine the wonders of holographic art by having a variety of artists present their art through holographs. Matthew is one such artist. But he did not simply participate by entering his art. Matthew actually reached out to the other artists and assisted them with their own holographic creations. Displayed in the Getty Museum, this art is awe-inspiring, connecting with viewers by making them feel connected through their awe and inspiration the artworks bring. Not only does his artwork, Bowie 128, immortalize the impact of a man who influenced culture of the late 1900s, but it also drives the re-emergence of an art form that is being explored today, still in its infancy, but wondrous in its possibilities. Just a look at the vibrant colors draw the eyes, shadowed by mist-like hands reaching for the soul of a man no longer on this earth resonates with the viewer in just a glance. And as you walk, the images seem to move while never leaving their place, giving the feel of glimpsing into another world, where image is not simple a picture, but a sight that feels and enraptures. One can feel the longing in the artist's arm to reach something beyond his own comprehension. The sharp lines bursting outwards from his arm feel vibrant and aggressive as the artist determines his own path in art's culture by not allowing the viewer to look away without a great impact in their hearts. Even the change in his grip from one image to the next emits a great deal of passion as he reaches for something he can never grip, breaking our hearts as we realize his longing will never be fulfilled. This art is one of many that is a part of the C project, and the hope of bringing holographic art into a more prominent place in today's art world. And like Bowie, it intends to be a remembered part of today's art culture. Matthew submitted many awe-inspiring holographic artworks to the C project, but it was not only him who submitted such beautiful pieces. Like Matthew, Deana Lawson submitted the holographic artwork Boombox, whose subject is an intricate part of historical culture. In the late 1970s to the early 1980s, the boombox became a part of hip-hop culture in the US, originating in New York. For the first time, people could take music outside of their homes and showcase their own beats by taking their music to the streets. The loud bass spread hip-hop music, and the boombox became an intersite part of hip-hop culture. Although the boombox is no longer in as much use today because of the emergence of portable speakers and other types of portable music, Deana's holographic art is everlasting. Like a shattered image frozen in time, the boombox appears broken, cracked glass the barrier, keeping us from reaching through the image and changing the memory of hip-hop music bursting through the heavy bass speakers as time moves on. The 1970s culture is forever frozen in the image of a boombox. While some of the younger generation come to the same associations of hip-hop, it is evident that time is set in the past by the sepia coloring, impacting nostalgia, and the cassette player embarking a song or two in our minds. We journey into music. It is as timeless as art is, forever resonating in our hearts. Deana Lawson does marvelous work attempting to document black culture by capturing portraits of black subjects while playing with light and mirrors. Both she and Matthew take an interest in the spiritual world and attempt to incorporate it in some of the art. While the C project prompted Matthew's interest, Deana has long since worked with spiritualism beyond the C project. Many times, she has staged her models in places heavily known for their spiritualism. Holographic art with its otherworldliness and illusions definitely relates to the mystical. Holographic art is emotional, as both Matthew and Deana's works prove, which is probably why Matthew is moved enough to switch from his undergraduate degree in art history and painting in the late 1980s to a graduate degree in art and technology and experimental film, combining his knowledge to expand the world of holographic art. While he has used other mediums, such as drawing, sculpting, photography, video, and installation, Matthew's fascination and goal to expand the use of holography is evident in his outstanding work. Truly, holographic art is moving in a way for all to be seized in emotion, whether it be longing or amazement, to a memory of a forgotten time. Holographic art is an art made of dreams.